something fundamental has shifted in American politics. The debates aren't about policy anymore. They're about emotion, especially rage. This isn't accidental, it's a strategy. The modern left has chosen to stoke anger and division, using rage as a political weapon. In Virginia, Democratic nominee Abigail Spanberger was caught on tape urging supporters, "Let your rage fuel you." This isn't a call for civic engagement, it's a command to let anger drive action. The left now openly embraces rage as the engine of their movement. When challenged, they deflect. But the message is clear. Anger is not just accepted, it's encouraged. This creates a political climate where opponents are painted as existential threats and rage is weaponized. The goal? To bypass reason and win by making people hate their opponents more. Former Congressman Dave Bratt calls this rage politics, a new, dangerous challenge for the GOP. The battlefield has shifted from ideas to manufactured outrage. This is the state of our politics today. Words have consequences, and the left's rhetoric is fueling real-world threats. In Virginia, Republican delegate Gary Higgins was threatened with violence for defending a black colleague from racist attacks. Delegate Kim Taylor faced similar threats, accused of ruining the country. These aren't isolated incidents. They're part of a disturbing pattern. We've seen assassination attempts on leaders like Donald Trump and Justice Brett Kavanaugh, and the murder of Charlie Kirk. The connection between heated rhetoric and violence is undeniable. When leaders label opponents as fascists or threats to democracy, they create a permission structure for extremism. The threats against Higgins and Taylor are warnings of a dangerously unstable climate. This is the logical end of a strategy that chooses rage over reason. The politics of rage needs a villain, and the left has chosen anyone with traditional Judeo-Christian values. Complex issues like transgenderism are used to paint millions as hateful or bigoted. This is a deliberate caricature, ignoring the fact that the West's core values, human rights, dignity, minority protections, come from the Judeo-Christian tradition. The left's attack isn't just political, it's a war on foundational values. By framing conservatives as morally bankrupt, they justify unleashing rage against them. If your opponents are bad people, any tactic becomes acceptable. This isn't just about elections. It's a struggle for the nation's soul. Will we respect faith and tradition, or abandon them for a radical new ideology? The left is betting that relentless attacks will shame conservatives into silence. They hope rage will triumph over principle. This isn't the first time conservatives have faced intense opposition. Past struggles have forged a stronger, more unified movement. In 2014, Dave Bratt's upset victory over Eric Cantor signaled grassroots frustration with the GOP establishment. The House Freedom Caucus emerged, standing firm on principle and challenging party leadership. These internal battles purged complacency and reminded leaders who they served. The conservative movement learned to organize and resist pressure. Now, facing the left's rage, they're not starting from scratch. They've been tested before and know their principles are worth defending. This history of struggle has built a resilience the left underestimates. Conservatives are ready for the fight ahead. The road ahead for the GOP is tough, but the stakes are clear. The murder of Charlie Kirk is a tragic reminder of what's at risk. Rage may energize the left's base, but it alienates ordinary Americans. Voters are watching, seeing threats, violence, and calls for rage. The GOP must stand as a principled alternative, defending Judeo-Christian values and offering hope. The challenges of today will forge a stronger, more unified movement. The path to victory isn't mimicking anger, but presenting a confident, hopeful vision. America is ready for a politics that unites, not divides.